Welcome to Structural Analysis 2 video series, unit number 2, Moment Distribution Method. Lecture outline: Introduction to Moment Distribution Method. So in unit number 2, Moment Distribution Method consists of stiffness factor, carryover factor, distribution factor, application to the beam with and without translation, and yielding of support. Also it include analysis of non-sway rigid jointed rectangular portal frame, shear force and bending moment diagram. Also in the moment distribution method, the sway frame analysis of a rigid jointed rectangular single bay single story portal frame, and the moment distribution method involve not more than three unknown. So problems based on beam and frame, and all problems having a not should not have more than three unknown. So this is a syllabus of a moment distribution method. Moment distribution method was suggested by Hardy Cross in early 1930. The method only account for flexural effect and ignore axial and shear effect. From the 1930 until the computer began to, to be widely used in the design and analysis of a structure, though the moment distribution method was the most widely practiced method. In the moment distribution method, now before this we gone through the slope deflection method. So there we use the simultaneous equation. Here that simultaneous equations are replaced by the uh, by the by the iteration distribution procedure. So in the moment distribution method, every joint of the structure to be analyzed is fixed so as to develop the fixed moment. Then each fixed joint is sequentially released and the fixed end moment are distributed to adjacent members until the equilibrium is achieved. The moment distribution method is a mathematical term can be demonstrated as the process of solving set of simultaneous equation by means of iteration, and it is widely used for the analysis of indeterminate structure. Let's take up term carryover moment. When a moment is applied at one joint of a member, allowing a rotation of that end and fixing the far end, some moment develop at the far end, and this moment is called carryover moment. Now at A there is a for AB member, the A is a hinge or a roller support and B is a fixed support at a far end. And if a moment is applied at A is M, and due to that moment there is a rotation theta A. So whatever the moment apply at A, due to that moment, let's call it as a applied moment, and the moment due to that applied moment M, the moment generate at a far end, let's say M dash. So M dash is the carry over moment due to application of a moment at A, or due to the applied moment M, the moment created or carry at a far end, and that one is a M dash. And it depends upon the flexural rigidity of a member, or a length of a member, or E, that means modulus of elasticity, and moment of inertia of a member. Depending on that, or depending on that, or the depending on your fixity or condition of a support, according to that, that moment uh, going to vary. Next term is carryover factor. So it is a ratio of carryover moment to applied moment is called as a carryover factor. So that means carryover moment is equal to m dash divided by m. So m is applied moment at A and m dash is carryover moment at B due to the application of a moment at A and it is m. So it depends upon the different conditions. Let's see first condition. If a far end is a fixed, now here A is a simply supported end and the far end to the A is fixed. So in that case the carryover moment will be zero point 0.5. So if the moment at B is m, which is applied moment, then moment carry at C is half of m. Okay, so carryover factor we have to take zero point 0.5. Then for far end is simple and beam is continuous. Now here the far end is C, which is continuous ahead. In that case, the carryover factor we have to take zero point 0.5. And far end is simple and beam is not continuous. If it is simple, it may be roller or hinge support. In that case the carryover factor, there is no any carryover factor. Okay, so moment not carry ahead due to this simply supported end. Okay, so this is about the carryover factor. Next term is stiffness. The moment required to rotate one end by unit rotation or 1 radian when rotation is permitted at that end is called stiffness of the beam. Or stiffness is the extent to which an object resists deformation in response to an applied force. So we know in a 12th that spring force equation, if F is equal to K into X. So this is the equation we know for the spring force F is equal to K into X. K is a spring constant. So if it is for force, I may write down it for moment M is equal to K into theta in term of rotation. So stiffness of a beam I may write down like this: K is equal to M divided by theta. If I put this theta rotation as 1, then stiffness become K is equal to M. That means moment required to rotate one end by unit rotation. Now relative stiffness is basically a comparative terminology used to compare the stiffness of a particular member with all the member meeting a particular joint. It also gives an idea about the amount of moment the particular member takes when an external moment is applied on the joint. Now for if first condition far end is fixed, now here the C is a far end which is fixed. If a B is a joint under consideration and C is a far end is fixed, in that case relative stiffness is I by L. Now when far end is simple and beam is continuous, here the far end is simple and continuous ahead, the relative stiffness for this BC is I by L. And when far end is simple and beam is not continuous, here the far end is C, which is simple and not continuous. In that case the relative stiffness for this BC is 3 by 4 into I by L. So these are the relative stiffness under the different end condition. Distribution factor, When a applied moment, let's say here is O, a system, four members connected at O, and the moment is applied to at O, which is a rigid joint. A number of members are meeting are 4. The applied moment is shared by the member meeting at that joint is in proportion of their stiffness. The ratio of the moment shared by a member to the applied moment at the joint is called the distribution factor of that member. Thus, in above figure, if MOA is the moment shared by member OA, when moment M is applied at joint O, then the distribution factor for member OA is MOA, the moment shear due to the application of a load, the member will shear some moment. Each member will shear the moment. So whatever the moment shared by this one member, OA member, divided by moment, total moment applied at joint, that ratio is called as a distribution factor for member OA. The distribution factor for a member at a joint is the ratio of the stiffness of the member K to the total stiffness of all member meeting at the joint. So distribution factor in term of stiffness is equal to K, stiffness of that member divided by summation of K, total stiffness. Thank you.